Okay. Okay, yeah. Woo! Yeah. What up, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, dons and donettes? Yeah. Yeah. It is I. Who's that?
Akira.
What? Excuse me?
Akira.
Who? Oh, right. What do we know about him?
He's got clout.
Oh, yeah. He does.
He's got clout.
That's right.
He's got clout.
Yo, facts. Just only facts. Only facts here on Ask Akira on this fine day. And, yeah. It's Friday. It's a Friday. We're recording this on a Friday. In case you're listening on the podcast many thousands of years in the future. It was a Friday. It was a beautiful Friday. It was a glorious Friday in Los Angeles. It was sunny. And, excuse me, I can't type and speak at the same time. It's actually impossible. And I'm just currently sending a tweet telling people on Twitter that this is going on so they can come and hang out. I always forget to do that. And, you know, I should do that, right? I should do that. We need, you know, more pals. More pals to hang out. Shouts out to everyone who's here on a Friday. We don't normally do this on a Friday. What up, Paul Seeger? What up, Algarez? What up, YouTube hero Alex? Modding like a bad motherfucker out there. Hey, Big Drum Bear of the Bear Gang. Yes. Says great interview yesterday with Eric Weinstein, sir. Yeah, there you go, right? That was crazy. We had Eric Weinstein in the building. Oh, shit. Rebel Wisdom. Rebel Wisdom's in the chat. Rebel Wisdom showing their Britishness. Right? If you're not watching this, I've got these amazing sunglasses type shade things on. It's kind of like a big visor. And I was DJing in the club the other week, last Friday, and these two guys came running. Well, no, first I was in there, and a couple of girls came running over going, oh my God, you're so cool. Who are you? Da-da-da. And they were American, obviously, right? Then a little bit later, some British guys who were like tearing up the dance floor came running over, and they're like, yo, all right, mate, all right. All British. They're like, hey, guess what? Your DJ name should be. I was like, what should it be? And they're like, Do Welder. I was like, ha, you funny motherfuckers, you. That's British people, you see, because British people, if they like you, they can't say anything nice. They have to say something kind of piss-takey, and that means they like you. That's what it means. It's a very sweet thing, and it's partly to do with my theory on the difference, the main difference between the Americans and the British. The British have this very sort of self-depreciating thing. The British have what is known as tall poppy syndrome. And if anyone starts doing well outside of their birth class in the UK, then like everyone sort of joins together to destroy them and sort of tear them down and pull them back. And in America, it's the opposite. It's like you're supposed to get outside of your class. Like every poor person in America is just like, they're just it's a temporary position on their way to being a millionaire. Because in America, you're told that anyone can be president. Anyone can be a president. And in Britain, you're told there is a royal family. And that's not you. You're not a part of that. You're below that. So everyone in Britain kind of lives with this awareness that they're scum, right? That they're kind of a lesser brand of human, and there is something above them which they can never, ever attain. And that kind of works itself out in the way they interact with each other. So yeah, thanks, Rebel Wisdom. I'm very, very happy you're here. I love Rebel Wisdom. Rebel Wisdom. I mean, I love the concept of Rebel Wisdom, the sort of media node, and also the people involved in Rebel Wisdom are truly beautiful people. The ones I've met, they're wonderful, wonderful people. So shouts out to them. If you're not following Rebel Wisdom, you should go follow their YouTube channel. It's fantastic. You'll love it. If you dig what we're doing here, you'll dig what they're doing. Yes, you will. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. I'm That Dad says, interesting that you brought up Owen yesterday. Owen Benjamin. Is that? I've been really itching to hear a response to his rants against Joe, Theo, Bert. Yes. Has no one responded? No one's responded? Really? I'm surprised. Yo. Cayman T says, yo, you're going to be meeting up with Jordan Peterson anytime soon. Anytime soon. Thanks for your beautiful music. Yo. You know, I don't like to talk about things before they happen, usually. Me releasing that slate saying some of the stuff that was coming up in Phase 2 was like a big deal for me. Like, normally I like to, like, make a thing and then give it to you, and it's almost in a surprising fashion. I don't like to talk about stuff too much, and I would say the same applies to this, but I will say, and it's probably obvious, because, you know, I don't know if you saw Peterson's Twitter yesterday, but it was, like, it was a lot of Akira the Don MEANINGWAVE content on that Twitter, and if you look at the Facebook, it's the same. It's like a lot. It was like a lot of content. Anyway, yeah, you know, we've been talking. I'll just say that we've been talking. You know, we have a lot in common. There's a lot to talk about. You know. Anyway, so yeah. But of course, you know, just stay here. Just stay here. Stay tuned in. Keep watching the Ask Akiras. Join the Discord, and Discord people, you be getting the most info. Also, by the way, due to popular demand, people are literally asking me every day about this at the moment. So I'm starting a Patreon. Is it Patreon or Patreon? I don't know, but I'm starting one anyway. And that will be launching hopefully today or tomorrow. If I can get the video finished, I've done it. I need to edit it. But I also need to get some new content for you guys. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been dropping a video every day. Every day. And I'm editing all these things myself. All these things. I'm doing everything. It's ridiculous. So I'm editing these videos. I'm recording them. I'm doing the music. I'm uploading. I'm writing all this shit. You know, it's a lot of stuff, but it's groovy, baby. It's groovy. It's a pleasure, and it's a joy. It's a joy and a privilege. So there. But yeah, we're launching a Patreon. A Patreon. So if there's anything you want in the Patreon, any rewards or anything like that, we'll be launching it basically like in the next 24 hours, I would say. So if there's anything you want, do let me know. Do let us know. And yeah, we'll get it popping. Yo. Shouts out to everyone locked in on the chat. Oh, I haven't switched on the Instagram yet. Let me switch on the Instagram. My bad. I should switch on the Instagram. Some people, they live on Instagram, okay? They're not on YouTube like you. And you know, you got to do shit for them too. Adam Sughu says, "Heyo Akira, it's your biggest fan, Adam." Hey, what up, baby? Still out here loving what you do, and just want you to know I've been using your music to heal myself and my wife and my friends. Hey, well, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, man. I'm proud of you. It's very much a privilege to be involved in the healing of people. So thanks for that. I appreciate you. Yeah. Big Drum Bear says, Akira the Don, you should watch the Owen Benjamin podcast from today. Super dope. Oh, yeah? What happened? What was so dope? What happened? What did he do? Was it great? Teresa the Kid says, Theo did a stream that the Unbearables crashed. It was kind of funny. Oh, well, that's mean. Poor Theo. I do love Theo Von. I got to say, I love Theo Von. And, you know, I sampled Theo Von's interview with Jordan Peterson, his podcast with him. I sampled it for like 3 songs on Genesis. 3 songs on Genesis. Or maybe more. No, I think it was 3. Including, like, most notably, I guess, Jordan B. Peterson's drinking song. Which is lots of people's favorite. And, yeah, so thank you, Theo, for teasing that out of him. It's very interesting, you know, I've done a lot of stuff sampling Peterson's voice, so you really start to see how what he does is affected by where he is and who he's around. And he's very, very different when he's speaking live, and he's very, very different when he's speaking with, say, a Rogan. He's very, very different when he's speaking with a Rubin, very, very different when he's speaking with someone off the mainstream media, or the legacy media, or whatever one calls them now, because they're not, I don't know if, are they mainstream now? They're kind of, I feel there's people on, you know, doesn't Rogan get more viewers than CNN at this point? So is it now that Rogan is mainstream and CNN is underground or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, but the way Peterson was with Theo Von was beautiful. Hi, Instagram. It was really, really nice. I'd not seen, a lot of people hadn't seen that much of that side of him before. So Theo Von did a great job there. So yeah, shouts out to him. And, you know, shouts out to Owen Benjamin, and shouts out to all the bears in the chat room. I love all you guys, you bad motherfuckers. You know, we're all on the same side here. We're all pro-humanity. We're all pro-pushing through to the next phase. We're pro-ascension, baby. That's what we're pro. I asked Eric Weinstein yesterday. We went for dinner afterwards, and I was like, you know, what is your main thing? What do you do? And he said, transcendence. It's like, yeah, Eric Weinstein, you bad motherfucker. Speaking of which, so yeah, yesterday's Ask Akira was hijacked by Eric Weinstein. And, well, I wouldn't say hijacked. I invited him. We were talking the day before. He's in LA, and he's like, yo, what's up? You wanted to meet up. And I was like, we were going to go for lunch, and I was like, oh, hey, why don't you come on my podcast? And he was like, oh, could I? That would be awesome. He was very nice about it and very excited, and he was also a bit nervous. Because, like, I forget about this shit, but, like, those guys, they're used to talking with fellow intellectuals, right? They're not used to talking with wave lords. They're not used to wave lords. They're not used to that shit. They're not used to dealing with people who say motherfucker every third word, which is what I seem to do. I had a lot of feedback off of the podcast yesterday. It was pretty much all very positive, thank you. But people did point out to me that I say motherfucker an awful lot. So, yeah, thanks for that. Shouts out to AVR1592 over on Instagram. Says, yo, congrats on the album done. Yo, thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Maybe, brother. I'm assuming you're a dude because you look like a dude in your profile pic. Maybe I misgendered you. I'm so sorry if I did. Hey. What up, Lewis Lice here? And, yeah, is Lo-Fi Hokage? Lo-Fi Hokage is here. Salute to the Don. Oh, shit. Lo-Fi Hokage, one of my favorite producers. The project, well, I'm working on like 3 big projects right now. They're going to be coming out like every week over the next 3 weeks. One of them is produced entirely, I believe, by, yeah, it is looking that way, produced entirely by myself and Lo-Fi Hokage. And yeah, that's very exciting because, yeah, Lo-Fi Hokage is one of my favorite Lo-Fi producers. If you've not heard that motherfucker, you will have heard him on my mixes. You should just go check. He has a really dope Instagram. He drops like cool little videos for his beats. Like, yeah, it's really sick. Lo-Fi. Actually, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Lo-Fi Hokage or is it Lo-Fi Hokage? Let me know. Anyway, yeah. So yesterday, Eric Weinstein was in Don Studios, and me and him met for the first time, like about 7 minutes before we went live. He like walked through the door, and he was like about as big as the room. He's he's a gargantuan motherfucker. He's a tall man. He's like, yeah. And he was beautiful, lovely, friendly man. Gave me a big hug. Super cool. And, yeah, then he went to the bathroom. And then we sat down and we spoke with you guys. And, it was supposed to be Ask Akira, but I didn't answer many questions, which is why we're here today. We're here to answer some questions, because I thought it would be mean to leave you a whole week without answering any of your questions. And what I'm going to do now is when I have a guest in, that's going to be the Akira the Don podcast. And when it's just me, it's Ask Akira, because it's conversing with you guys. So there you go. Patrick McCormack says, listening to the JBP versus Sam Harris just now, intriguing the way Harris dismantles the very ground he argues on. Bless him. Oh, Sam Harris. Sam Harris. Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to that. I was waiting. People have been sending me bootlegs of that for like 2 months. But I was like, no, I'll wait till the official audio comes out. And I think these things, Weinstein and I were talking a bit about this yesterday, but Weinstein at one point was talking about how part of what he misses about when music was, 8 things that came out a year or whatever, was like the big shared experience of the major album or the major cultural event. And the Jordan Peterson Sam Harris debate, had they streamed that live, would have been one of those major shared cultural events. It really would. But they ballsed it up by putting it behind a paywall and releasing it 2 months later. The people who organised it, trying to get people to join their Patreons, just ballsed it up, man. Next time, do it on a live stream. Have super chats. Read out I don't know, 4 audience questions that are chosen from super chats. That will fucking pay for everything. You idiots. Why don't you talk to me? Why don't people consult me? I know how to do this stuff. I'm telling you. I promise you. Just talk to me. We'll get it cracking. We will get it cracking. Lo-Fi Hokage says, always excited and grateful to be a part of the Wave Lord's vision. Yo, I'm honored, man. I'm honored. Everyone I work with, everyone who I work with on music, everyone, all of you guys who are here, I am mad honored. You bad motherfuckers. Anyway, yeah, so thanks to everyone who was here for the Eric Weinstein interview thing yesterday. That was super fun. It was super dope. The response to it has been great. And, yeah, I will, do you know what, and the one thing I'll take away from it is I will try and swear a bit less. How about that? All right? Or I'll at least monitor it more. How about that? You bad motherfuckers. Juan Makes Music over on Instagram says, sick shirt. Thank you very much. This is the official MEANINGWAVE shirt. This is the cover of MEANINGWAVE, one of my famous waves. You can get your own. You can get your own wave shirts at akirathedon.com/store. Yes, you can. Now, so let's answer some questions. Come on, let's do it. We could sit around here chin wagging all day, but no, let's answer some flipping questions. And yes, Andrew Sundoku He says, Akira,
Akira.
you're one of my shoulder angels. Yeah, that a shoulder angel is a concept I've been toying with, wherein it's like, you know, the idea that you have angels who are looking out for you. I feel you can choose them. You choose them, right? You go, okay, I'm going to get, who's that person that I like? Jesus, he's going to be one of my shoulder angels. And he'll just pop up and be like, yo, when you're making a decision, he'll be like, yo, what are you doing? Or you could have Robin Williams as a shoulder angel, and he'll pop up doing his genie voice, and that'd be great. So anyway, Andrew Sundoku says, Akira, you're one of my shoulder angels. And as such, I really need your advice. Well, that's not quite how shoulder angels work, because you just you manifest them at the time of needing advice, and they tell you based on what you know of the angel. So like, but anyway, I'll do it now retroactively. I hope you didn't make a bad decision beforehand. Should I stay and sacrifice my creative side but make a bunch of money, or if I quit, how do I sort out the guilt of my employer investing me and having it not pay off for them? Well, this is one of those ones where it's like, I think you already know the answer. I think you already know the answer, and it doesn't have that much to do with the morality posed in the question. It has to do with like where you're at in your life and where you're trying to get to and what you want to achieve. You shouldn't be doing things based on how they'll be making other people feel, because ultimately you'll, you know, if you stay because you're guilty, you'll ultimately become sad and resentful, and you'll turn whatever beautiful relationship you have with your employer into something poisonous and awful, and that won't be good in the long term. No. Short-term decisions that are good emotionally are rarely good in the long term. That's a lot of a problem with a lot of the current tyrannical sort of lunatic left decision making is based on short-term good feeling versus long-term sustainability of the species. So you got to watch out for that shit, man. You got to watch out for that shit. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you know, you can't sacrifice your creative side, because that's your fucking soul. That's a major part of your soul. If you sacrifice that thing, you sacrifice like a major part of yourself, and you start dying while you're still alive. You don't want to spend your life being dead or being partially dead. You want to be alive to your fullest. You want to burn brightly, thus that you may be an example to everyone else. You know, you got to do that shit. Now, just on a practical thing, at the same time, if you've got people that depend on you and shit, if you quit your job and it means that you'll suddenly be living in a skip and you won't even be able to be creative, that might be stupid. All right, so maybe save up a little bit of money so you got enough money to like live for a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, do not sacrifice your creativity, and do not stay for reasons of guilt. Neither of these things will work well for you in the long term. So saith Akira the Don. And yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you know what to do. I'm sure you know what's going on. I'm sure you know the truth. So there, yeah. Let's have a look in the chat room. What's going on? Artful Snacker says, I've been working on my novel while listening to your songs. What type of friction do you like to read? Well, if you meant fiction, then I haven't read any fiction since Foundation. I read Foundation, which is a sci-fi series. That was great. And before that, the last fiction I read before that was Game of Thrones. I haven't had much time for fiction. I haven't made much time for fiction. Over the past decade, I would say. Over the past decade, what with real life being so much stranger and all. But yeah, when I was reading fiction, for a long while it was sort of sci-fi type stuff. I'd be reading a lot of comics, shit like that. I used to read a lot of Martin Amis. I used to love Martin Amis. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Anyway, yeah. Sammy Bo Selector, Campbell Wave on my way from a previous Q&A. He was a truly enlightened fellow. Yeah, very influential, Joseph Campbell. Very influential on what's going on right now. Very influential, and definitely a part of where we're going with this whole meaning wave thing. Yes. Akira, do you ever listen to Joseph Campbell? Yeah, that's interesting, because we just said that. Yes, his work on the monomyth is very helpful in understanding Peterson's mythological talkings. Yeah, between him and Young, forever young. Yeah, that's a good foundation if you don't know what the fuck Peterson's talking about. Although I honestly think he explains it very well. I think he does. And so there. Yes. Topher Snowman says, thank you so much, Akira. Your work is life-changing. Any more plans to incorporate Hercules in your waves? Hey. Love the Mr. Rogers song. I direct children's choirs and would love to see more kids singing. Pure innocence is a medium for your message. Yo! Well, I'm a big fan of children's choirs. I had 2 on my first album. Hey, what up, Salacious D over in the Instagram? What up, Jake Schwartz? What up, Miss Superconductor? Gang. Yeah, I had two children's choirs on my first album. I'm a big fan of the children's choir. I would love to have more children's choirs on work coming forward. So if you fancy working with me on getting some children's choir singing on some stuff, please hit me up. Join the Discord, send me a DM. I would love to get some more children's choir shit going on. And yeah, Hercules, you know, he wants to do everything. He's got a bunch of ideas for music he wants to make. Yes, he does. Oh, also, we shot a video for a song from MEANINGWAVE, by the way. So that's coming up soon. Look out for that. That's going to be beautiful. That's going to make you cry. It's going to make you cry, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to make you cry. Yeah. Neuromancy Life says, I've been having a tough time dealing with procrastination because I can't seem to get out of my own head. Too much thinking, not enough action. Jocko mentions an epic quote he got from Tim Ferriss that struck a chord. Get out your head by going into your body. Yeah. So I've been trying to dance, jog, etc. to quiet my mind. Question for Akira, do you have any hobbies that involve physical activity like weightlifting or anything like that? Yeah, I got one, it's called DJing. DJing. And what I do is I, like, four nights a week, 5 nights a week, whatever it is, I go into a club and I jump up and down for 4 hours while basically my brain will be doing once it's like got out, when it's not thinking, once it's just flowing, my brain will be just relaxed and just like intuiting what's going on in the room around me. And my physicality, I'll be jumping up and down like a bad motherfucker. I'll be like banging all these buttons. I'll be like
Akira.
I'll be like that, you know, and it's like my entire physicality will be wired into my unconscious mind and that of everyone in the room. And that's very cool, man. That's a good thing to do. It really helps with everything else. It helps kind of keep me in my constant flow state. I'll be like flowing down here in the day, and I'll be flowing out there at night. I'll be flowing in the house with my baby. You know, all that is cool. So yeah, that one's good. And yeah, I would like to do more physical weightlifting type stuff. I definitely want to be doing more of that. I just haven't been able to fucking make room to go to the gym, basically. It was like, I was in a gym, I was going every day for a couple hours, but then it's like, the amount of work I need to be doing to get all this music out on time, like, I'm literally using every fucking second of the day. I'm using it every second of the day to get all this stuff going. So, yeah. Basically, I need some kind of home gym thing, I believe. If I had some weights in the studio here, then I could be banging some weights, like right now, I could be doing that. So, yeah, I need to get into that. Yes, I do. But yeah, getting out of your head and into your body is very good advice. But the also thing to do with procrastination is just fucking do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I say it to people all the time, but just do it. Right? You want to start a podcast, but it's like, oh, I need to get this, that, and the other in order. No, you don't, man. Download Anchor. It goes on your phone. Just talk into your phone. It uploads it straight to iTunes. Literally does. Just start. Begin, and then keep moving and keep moving. It will get better and better and better and better. It will never be perfect at the beginning. It doesn't matter how much preparation you put in. It doesn't matter how much fucking pre-planning you do, how much work. It will never be perfect at the beginning. So just start now. And then in 4 weeks' time, you'll be a long way along. You'll be 4 episodes deep into your podcast or whatever the hell it is. And you'll be in a much better position than you would have been had you sat around trying to make things perfect in your preparational area. So just fucking get going, baby. Get going. And, you know, the world needs you. The world needs you to share your light with it. The world needs your voice. The world needs you out there. We need you. We need all of you. All of you, right? If all of you are doing something useful and creative, whatever it is, with whatever aspect of you that does, if you get that muscle working, that makes you a better version of you. That means that the whole mass of people are suddenly better versions of themselves. Everyone's inspiring everybody else. You know, it's like the right voice for you might not exist. You know, say if I'm listening to Jocko and I'm listening to Tim Ferriss, and like those people are great for me, but maybe the person who's great for you doesn't exist, and the reason they don't exist is because they're not talking yet. They're not talking yet, right? So we need to get everybody talking. We need to get everybody like expressing themselves, because they're going to be useful to someone else, and the more useful we are to one another, like the quicker we ascend as a species into what we are capable of, the quicker we're fucking roaming around the universe, being bad motherfuckers out there in space. Gang. Gang, 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 gang. Do you know who Jesse Moyahin is? Says Jake Schwa on Instagram. I think you'd like his work. He has a webcomic. No, I don't. Send me a link. Thanks. Thank you very much. Blunt Trauma. Hello, Mr. Don. Hello, Blunt Trauma. I'm wondering what your favorite color is and why. I would say purple. Like a sort of neon-y purple. That's my favorite color. Like the color of the skyline in Los Angeles on a particularly hazy evening. Or the colors that are in this shirt and in so many of my waves. And I never know why, but turns out if you think about Jordan Greenhall's ideas of the red and the blue church, which they kind of present themselves in sort of political persuasions a little, right? The blue and the red. But the perfect state for humans is when both the blue and the red are fully engaged mentally, sort of spiritually, and they're fully expressing themselves, and they're working together. Right now we have a problem because they're quite spread apart. The red church thinks that the blue church is evil, like straight up evil, demonic, and the blue thinks the same of the other one. And they're not working together. Like, so the red and the blue are separate. When the red and the blue come together, we get purple. So be purple, like Prince, right? Be like Prince. That's what's up. You know, if we can do that as a people together, then we can boldly go forward to fucking Mars, and shit will be beautiful. You know, if we're not purple, if we stay separated over there and over there, we won't be getting shit done, and we'll be bickering over stupid shit when we could be going to fucking Mars. God damn it. For fuck's sake, stop fucking around with this low-level fucking bickering shit about our differences, and how's about we fucking come together and celebrate our differences, because it's our differences that when combined will make us superhuman. It's like, you've got that skill, I've got that skill, you've got that thing, I've got that thing. Together we are mighty. Separate, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. It's easy for the zombies to pick us off. So,
Akira. He's got clout.
yes, he does. Hey, Jake Schwa just posted a link in the chat. That's no good. I can't copy paste a link out the chat right now, and I'm talking to people on YouTube in here. So send it as a DM or something. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay, what's going on in the chat over on YouTube? It's popping off over there. Hello, darlings. Practice makes perfect, says Synapsion. Yes, I agree. Synapsion, what do you see as obstacles to the flow state? Thinking too much. Too much thinking. That's an obstacle to the flow state. Worrying, caring what other people think. Distractions, being distracted. You know, if you're in flow and you're doing some groovy work, don't be having your phone facing you and loads of notifications popping off that'll fuck up your vibe. Will. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, it's gonna be a big one. Oh, it's one of those ones that might not come out. It's one of those ones that's just working its way into my brain. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was emotional. That was emotional. Yeah. RS says, Sam Harris has some pretty dope moments which you could use for your craft. Did you already do any songs with his stuff? Can his voice even be used to the same effect as JBP's? Yo. I've not done any Sam Harris songs. I've not. Not yet. Who knows what will happen? By the way, join the Discord. If you any bits of people talking that you think would make great songs, there's a suggestions room in the Discord. So leave them there, and then I can check them. You know, sometimes it'll be 4 in the morning. I'll have DJ'd. I can't sleep. I'll be like, maybe I should just make a random wave, and I'll look in the suggestions, and there might be something dope. So yeah, leave videos, leave timestamps. That's really helpful. I can't be watching a whole 1 hour video looking for that cool bit that you say happens somewhere near the middle. That's a whole hour. Do you know what I could do with an hour? There's a lot you can do in an hour. My God. What up, Miss Superconductor? Over there on the Instagram. Hi. Armand Van Tonda. Have you seen the film Revolver by Guy Ritchie? It excellently portrays the archetype of sacrifice in the exact same way Peterson does. Please check it out, bro. Epic quotes. Oh, shit. I've not seen that film. And I've been thinking lately that Guy Ritchie's films might be being slept on and might be actually genius. Like, Snatch was amazing. I haven't seen Revolver, so I'm gonna fucking watch that now, just because you said so. Wifey, if you're watching this, please can you remind me that we should, if we watch a movie at any point in the future, we should watch Revolver. By the way, did anyone see Trainspotting 2? Was that any good? Big fan of the first Trainspotting. Big fan of the book. It was very influential in my life. Teresa the Kid says, you read Batman fan fiction. Is that a question or a statement? Is that a diss? Hey, you read Batman fan fiction. Hey, how dare you? Aren't all Batman stories Batman fan fiction, by the way? Like, because anyone who writes Batman at this point is going to be a fan of Batman. They weren't around anywhere near the genesis of Batman's creation. They don't know what the creator wanted. So all comic book fiction is fan fiction to a degree. It's just that some of it will get co-signed by the corporation that owns the character. But like, you know, these new Star Wars films are fan fiction. Although, don't you have to love the thing to write about it? So maybe they're like, are they hater fiction? Is that what they are? Is that what they are? Who knows? Who knows? Yo, yo. Is enlightenment a feeling or a state of being, or what is it? Says sub D. Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's similar to genius. I think it's similar to genius. I don't necessarily think that someone is a genius. I think that they can access genius, and as long as they stay in the flow state or whatever, or in the speed tunnel, then they can stay riding that genius wave. But people lose genius, you know, and same with enlightenment. I think, you know, I think that's what it is. I think it's the wave. I think it's the wave, ladies and gentlemen. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Don't get off. Miss Superconductor says, you are the nicest person on the internet, Akira. Seriously, thanks for the hellos. Hey, yo, well, I'm very appreciative that you're here, frankly. I'm just very grateful. Very grateful. Very grateful. Like, you know, attention and time, that's like, that's your most precious resource. That's the most precious thing you have. And if you choose to spend it with me, then I'm just fucking grateful, man. I'm just grateful. I am grateful. Gufu Gaju says, I love you. Well, I love you too, Gufu Gaju. You've got a great name. A says, congratulations on your rising success. Proud of you, brother. Ride the wave. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I'm proud of us because, you know, we were here together doing this shit. And lo, look at the wave rising. Lo, the wave riseth, and that's fucking amazing, and that's, you know, that's all of us. That's all of us. How do I ride the wave? Says Sub D. Yo, how do I ride the wave? Well, first thing you do is you isolate the wave. You go, where's the wave? What is the wave? Here is the wave, right? Then you have to get up on the wave, right? You have to get on the wave. Then you got to ride the wave. That's what you do. Now, that's what you got to do. Now, there's lots of ways of doing that. There's lots of ways of doing that, you know, isolating which there's many waves in the world, many waves that you could ride. So you just got to fucking isolate the wave that looks like the sort of wave that, you know, that would be worth you riding. Then you got to ride that bitch. Then you get up on that bitch, and it's difficult to get on top of a wave. Most of the time, you'll fall off on the way. It'll smack you around the head. You'll go underneath. If you've got sunglasses on, it will definitely steal your sunglasses, and you'll be pissed off because they might be sunglasses that you loved. This shit happens to me every time I go to the beach. Every time I go to the beach, I got a pair of sunglasses I love. Then I get distracted by jumping around in the waves, and then the wave smashes me and steals my sunglasses. Fucking happens all the time. Always does, and I never learn. I never learn. I never learn. Oh my god, people are talking about Bendy and the Ink Machine in the chat. That's exciting. Why are you talking about Bendy and the Ink Machine, chat? Why? Why? Why are you talking about Bendy? Is it because you can see a Bendy backpack directly above my head? Oh shit, I didn't realize that. I've got a fucking Bendy and his ink machine like hovering above my head on the video. If you're not watching the video, you can't see that. But it's true. It's true. It's true. Shouts out to Bendy. They released the trailer for the 5th chapter in Bendy the Ink Machine today. Today. They did. They did. That's exciting. Please make infinite Watts waves, says Andrew News. Okay, sure. I got you. I got you. Yo, I mean, there's so much fucking material. The only thing that pisses me off about Watts wave making them is that there's hardly any video of him doing it that I've found yet anyway. And because I'm increasingly now I'm trying to do videos that have the speaker in them. People love that. And you know, I want to make people happy, man. I want to give you stuff that's useful to you, and it seems that it's useful to you when you see the speaker as well. It adds a whole other level. And annoyingly, Watts has got... I mean, I shouldn't moan. It's amazing that there's hundreds of hours of Watts in really well-recorded audio talking about useful shit. That's wonderful. So anyway, yeah. Yeah. Spencer, my question may have been buried by the wave. Probably was. Do you drink alcohol? If so, how much? Love your stuff. My girlfriend is sharing it with her friends now. Yeah, I drink alcohol sort of sometimes. Sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. Sometimes I won't for like a year, and then sometimes I will for a bit, and sometimes I won't. It's basically it's like an occupational hazard, as is discussed with Theo Von and Jordan Peterson in that thing. Because I'm a DJ and I'm in clubs all the time, and it's just everyone's drunk and there's booze everywhere. So sometimes it seems like sometimes it's getting on the level of the people seems like it's a good idea, but then often it isn't a good idea. You know, if you drink to the point that it messes up your next day, it's just fucking annoying, because then like your next day, so much to do, man. Every hour is precious. So yeah, I rarely drink. I don't drink in the house, like ever, really. So if I ever drink, it tends to be kind of a functional thing. But you know, yeah. How do I feel about Ayn Rand? I don't know enough about Ayn Rand to speak much. I know that Ninja from D. Answood is a big fan, and I'm a big fan of Ninja from D. Answood. And I know she espouses a sort of rugged individualism, and I'm very much an individualist. I listened to a few podcasts with someone from the Ayn Rand Institute, and a lot of what he was talking about I felt affinity with. But yeah, I don't know enough about it to be able to have an opinion, I'm afraid. So yeah, I'll look more into that whole world. Basically, I need to read The Fountainhead, so I'll read The Fountainhead. I'll put that on my reading list. More What's Wave, please. Says not your problem. No problem. I got you. You could use a conversation with myself. Footage for What's. Actually, that's on my list. So yeah, thank you. What's the best advice for the worst possible case of laziness? In other words, what's the best kickstarter to get on the wave? I've not really had a problem with laziness, really. I mean, it's just one of those things that just amazes me. It's like there's so much to do at any given time. How could you not be doing it? Because doing it is so fucking rewarding. But I guess if you haven't been doing it, you don't know how rewarding it is. It's kind of like with exercise, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to exercise, fucking pain in the ass. But then you're doing it, you're like, oh my God, this feels amazing. I've got all these fucking, it's like doing a pill. I'm just rushing. This is incredible. Why aren't I doing this all the time? So I guess it's that. It's like, you know, man, just fucking do a thing. Just start a thing. Just think. Just do a thing. You know, pick up a rock and carry it. And then you'd be like, fucking hell, actually, this is dope carrying this rock. I feel amazing. Just start, man. Just start. Just stop fucking around. Stop fucking around. Begin. Yes. Teresa the Kid says personal waves for top tiers on Patreon. Yeah, we have thought about that. But it's just you know, it takes a long time and shit like that, so it would have to be expensive. It would have to be expensive because, yeah, time, man. Time is the most valuable thing there is. If there is so much material and folk wanting to do something, how about a fan creation competition? See what people come up with. Refine your thinking on that more. Refine your thinking about that more. Would you ever film a video tutorial on how to make music? I actually did a couple of weeks ago, and I just haven't had time to edit it. So that's annoying. I need some editing help, by the way. If anyone out there is good at video editing, hit me up on the Discord. I need help video editing because I just don't have the time to edit. Like this, I recorded a video 2 weeks of me making a beat using my sample pack, and I just haven't had time to edit it because I've been making all this music and doing all these things. If anyone out there wants to help editing to speed up the process of releasing stuff, hey, that would be dope. That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, I forgot Instagram was there. Hi, Instagram. It's hard to paddle up to speed to catch a wave. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So get good at paddling, baby. Get good at paddling. Yeah. Alexander Hamilton says, what is the secret to life, the universe, and everything? That's an easy question. Well, the answer to the meaning of life is easy, and that's meaning. It's literally that simple. And once you work that out, and once you like really get that in, and you realize that, and you drill that in, it is that simple. Like, the meaning of life is meaning. Find the meaning, and it's fucking suddenly life is magical and wonderful, and it unlocks and it unopens, and it keeps just opening up deeper and deeper and bigger and ever more epic and glorious, ever more Homerian and beautiful. So find the meaning, and you found the meaning. How do you manage to keep your YouTube live audio feed, Sourcewave Radio, going seemingly non-stop? Yeah. How do I do it? Well, I've got it runs off a laptop in Don Towers in the crib. And I've got an epic music library that I'm constantly adding to. And constantly, like, reshaping the flow and stuff. And yeah, and it just goes off that, basically. That's what's going on there. And sometimes it disappears because the computer overloads. And sometimes it disappears because the internet cuts out, but for the most part it's there, and I'm glad it's proving useful in your life, and I made it because I wanted it to exist. So yes. Jesse Linson says Watts is a legend. It's true. Watts is a legend. I do wish Watts was around now to be involved in this conversation right now. It would be great. So many people. Christopher Hitchens would be great to have around right now. People are like, yeah, Sam Harris and Peterson. Imagine Christopher Hitchens, Peterson. Now that would be a sonorous thing, because, yeah, Hitchens had a beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Rich Mahogany. Question for the Don and Mr. Weinstein. He's not here. Shit. Oh, that he were here all the time. That would be very entertaining. I could just have him sat there playing harmonica. Be fucking great. How do you decide what to dedicate your career to? I'm high in openness, interested in most things, and I'm not sure how to decide what path to take. Big fan of the work both of you are doing and keep it up, gents. Yo, 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 that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yes, it is. Well, what I would say is just write a list of and say what am I interested in, and write a list and just write say the first 10 things that come to mind, the first 5 things that come to mind, whatever. Just write them down. All right, then pick one. Just pick one. Doesn't matter which one. Just pick one. All right. Say okay. There's 10 things I'm interested in. Go okay. How interested am I in each of these things? Rate it out of 1 to 10. Right, and if it's all about the same, then just fucking pick one at random. If it's not the same, then just go for the one that you're most interested in based on that. You've isolated it already. All right, but if you don't know, just fucking pick one and then do it. Pick one and do it for a year, okay? A year. Just do it. Just do it, right? Just do it. And then see where you are. And if, like, at the end of the year, it's like it's really not working, do something else. But it probably will be working. Probably will. Probably will. So, yeah, that's what I think. Just pick a thing. A lot of people, that's where they fuck up. They can't pick a thing, or they pick too many things. I said this the other day in a tweet, but the reason a lot of people fail at self-actualization is because they try and do too much at once. It's like, right, I'm going to sort out my diet. I'm going to sort out my exercise. I'm going to stop watching trash TV. I'm going to stop being mean to my boyfriend. Da da da. They try and do too much shit at once, and then you fuck up when you try and do too much stuff at once. Okay, pick one thing and do that until it becomes a habit. Most of your life is made up of habits, right? That's what you do. You walk through life and you develop habits. You develop habit loops. And the idea is you want to develop useful ones that help you get to where you want to go. And where you want to go is, peak you. You want to go to the greatest version of you. And you want to become a glorious light that shines and inspires everything around you to also be great, So you want to pick a thing and do it until it becomes a habit. And then you can choose another thing and do that until it becomes a habit. And you also want to say, have I got any habits that I don't like, that aren't helping me? All right? So you could do that, and then you could replace one of those bad habits with a new good habit. That would be a good thing to do. And that way, you just like your life is comprised of a whole gang of habits, and you're not thinking about them. They're kind of unconscious. You sort of bounce from one to another. Brush your teeth, walk to work, do the thing, like whatever. So just find stuff that isn't working for you in the way you want it to work, and replace it with a new thing that's better. And once you've got that in place, then you can move on to another one. And then that's one foot in front of the other foot. And you keep doing that. Very quickly you have walked a mile. And you're somewhere new and cool, and you're like, shit, I'm here already. That was fucking quicker than I thought it would be. But you try to do too much stuff at once, you'll never get fucking anywhere. And you'll be disappointed and resentful, and it will be rubbish. So there. Shouts out to Not Your Problem. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Nature of God topic from Watts would be awesome. I'd love to hear your take on it. Oh, I don't think have I heard that one? I don't know. Do me a favor, go to the Discord and post that in the suggestions, please. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And I will definitely check that out. I'm planning, like, the next year. We're about to. I've started in my head. But me and my magnificent, glorious, hot wife are going to plan out the next year. And, yeah. A man with no plan is no man. How about that? That's real shit. I first heard that from Joey Diaz. Cocksucker. Cocksucker. Oh, I need to get a Joey Diaz voice down. Yeah. YouTube Hero Alex says, I watched the Sam Harris and JBP talks in Vancouver and thought, what if Watts were here and on that stage taking part in these discussions? Right, exactly. What if Doctor Strange was in the first Avengers movie? Or was in Civil War? Huh? What if? What if? Sorry for the sniffing, by the way. I've got a little bit of cold. Picked up. My kid got one. He's got fucking fever. He's been ill for 2 weeks. I didn't have. I managed to. I was cool for like most of the 2 weeks, and I was like, "Damn, look at me! I'm a goddamn superhuman." This carnivore diet is meaning I don't even get ill. Then I got ill like yesterday. Son of a bitch. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. Sammy Bo Selector, in answer to you saying refine my thinking, I guess I'm thinking of how to help people get active. A lot of folk listening to the IDW, and I wonder how to take it to the local actionable level. Well, here's one thing you can do, and I put out a call to this the other day. I'm working on an IDW wave, right? I'm working on the intellectual dark wave project, and what I would love, what would be really helpful, would be for people to isolate the bits of talks, because there's fucking thousands, hypothetically, the bits of talks that you think would best answer the question, what is the IDW? What is it? All right? And get me videos of those with timestamps and post them in the Discord. And that would be really useful. That would help me do it a lot quicker, because part of what takes ages is just going through hours and hours and hours of audio time, finding the right bits. You know? So it's helpful when you do that. Like the Rogan one, that Rogan track I did, that was someone suggested that bit of audio. You know? That was really helpful. This Peterson album, like 3 or 4 of those tracks, people suggested that audio. Very helpful. Very helpful. So yeah. 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 Hey, guess what? Oh my God, we're already like nearly finished. How about that? Amazing. 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 This has been very, 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 very pleasant experience. Ragnar says, been listening to JBP Genesis on repeat non-stop. I recently watched the movie Akira for the first time and was blown away. What are your thoughts on the movie's ending and its influence? I watched that thing first when I was 9. By the way, thank you. Thank you, Ragnar. I'm glad you're enjoying Genesis. And, yeah. Akira, the movie, I think I saw that when I was 9 or something, and it changed my life forever. And I rewatch it every couple of years, and every couple of years I understand something different from it. And yeah, at the end of the movie, my current thinking on it is, you know, they've basically sort of transcended, and they're creating the new universe, right? They're starting again, and yeah, but it's one of the most important films in my life. Might be the most important, actually. I was talking with Grant Morrison one time, and he was telling me that when he was a kid, his mum took him to see 2000. Well, he asked her to. He was like 10, and they went to see 2001: A Space Odyssey, and they saw it at the cinema, and it just changed him. It just immediately changed him. He felt very different walking out of it, and he got her to take him back to see it. He was like, what was it, like 10 times or something? They went to see that movie in the cinema. Imagine watching 2001: A Space Odyssey in the cinema 10 times in a row as a 10-year-old child. Now, what's his name? I forget his name. But anyway, there's this guy, and he has this whole theory. He's very interested in Stanley Kubrick. And his theory on 2001: A Space Odyssey is that 2001: A Space Odyssey was an alchemical artwork, in the same way that the works of Shakespeare or the Sistine Chapel, and artworks that transformed those that saw them, that witnessed or partook of them. There have been some artworks throughout history. There have been a bunch of them, and they've definitely changed. You know, the human was a different human before the works of Shakespeare, and after the works of Shakespeare, humans were very different. And the same can definitely be said of 2001: A Space Odyssey. In 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's about that. It's partly about the alchemical transformation of the human, which Akira is in part about also. And you see it happen in the movie. Every time one of those monoliths appears, like humanity kind of goes through it and ascends, right? And there's one time in the movie where you see the monolith, and that doesn't happen. And it's at the beginning, and it's when the monolith is spinning in space, and then it becomes the movie screen, and we go through it. And the idea is that we, going through the monolith, and thus being transformed alchemically, we thus ascend by going through the monolith. The movie was deliberately designed to do that, and I think that's true. I think we've seen that being true. I think the influence of that movie is undeniable, and I think Akira is a similar work. And I would love to see someone like Peterson break down Akira, and but then maybe I'll do it in 20 years. Maybe in 20 years when I'm a wiser Don, a grayer Don, a more handsome Don. Maybe that's what I'll do. Anyway, yeah, thank you for the question. Thank you for being here. Adventure Wave is the tiniest little gem, says Armand Van Tonda, pure perfection. How the fuck do you get the music and mix to match the mood of their voices so well? Also, do you ever dabble in pot? Opinions on pot? Well, thank you for that. I love Adventure Wave. I think it's slept on. I think Adventure Wave is one of those things that could be fucking massive if it hit the right algorithm. It could be multi-millions, easily. 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 And yeah, as far as how I get the music and mix to match the mood, I kind of intuit. I do it sort of fast. I go, okay, here's the voice. I know what kind of music would fit this, and I just do it. It's a bit of a don't think, feel. I kind of, and it's a bit like, yeah, intelligent emotion. It's intelligent emotion, I think, is what it is. And it's part of this flow thing. It's part of me being on this wave and refusing to dismount. As long as I just keep moving and keep moving and keep trusting my instincts on stuff, it all seems to work out pretty well. So yeah. As for pot, I used to smoke weed every day. I used to be. Now I don't smoke it at all. Weed is really good for doing some of the stuff I do. It's really good for music. It's really good for audio editing. But I can't answer an email. When I'm high on weed, when I'm in that world, I can't answer an email. I can't do anything like that. I literally can't. I'll be like, all right, I'll just deal with that tomorrow. I can't deal with that right now. I could edit the fuck out of a wave, man. I could go really deep. What I've had to do is teach myself to be able to do that just free of any external chemical or whatever influence. So now I can do what I used to be able to do only on weed. I can do that without weed. And that means I can also answer emails. It means I can also do live streams. So that's that for me. That's how it is for me. Everyone's very different. I've got friends who are very, very high functioning on weed, like really high functioning. Like they're incredible on weed. They can do everything on weed, and they're kind of useless without it. For me, it just removes a part of my brain that can deal with whatever it is that makes you able to answer a fucking email. That's it, basically, for me. So yeah, and yeah. But, you know, each human is different. Find what works for you. Find what works for you. Dragon Slayer says, do you believe in God? And if you do, does he hate you? Well, you know, that question, that's a question that it just doesn't work for me on many levels. You know? But I was thinking about it on the way here. And the answer did occur to me. I act as if God exists. And, yeah. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Does he hate me? No. What a weird idea that would be. It's a very strange idea. Very strange idea. No. God loves me. God loves me. God loves you too. He does. He loves all of us. He loves us all very much. Like, do you love yourself? Do you hate yourself? You know, I go for the love myself thing, and since you know, God is. We are God experiencing itself. That's what we are. We're sort of wandering around. We're God, or the Godhead, or whatever. We're with that experiencing itself in a strange way. We're like a little mirror to the infinite. And yeah, I'm just looking at the camera now, and yeah, I'm a handsome little mirror to the infinite. Look at that. Look at that handsome beast. Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting Instagram's there. Hi, Instagram. Do you think Fukushima is a precursor to Neo Tokyo? Hey, here's a fucking thing. 2020, the Olympics are going to be in Japan. How about that? That's pretty hardcore. Domin Kalan says, I'm pretty young. Hey, good for you. 18 years old. And I'm kind of scared of girls. How do I get over my fear of rejection? Invite them out and stuff like that. All right, this is easy. This is one of those things I wish I could have told myself. And I think I used a sample in the album Genesis that explained this. Beauty is intimidating. And it's intimidating because it's a mirror to you and it shows you what you're not, right? So if you're particularly intimidated by girls, it means that you've got a bunch of work to do on yourself. Now, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're bad, it doesn't mean that you're awful, but it means there's a lot that you could fix about yourself. So what you should do is focus on making yourself the best version of yourself you can. Also, by the way, 18 is super, super young. You've got fucking way to go. When I was 18, I was like, I'd already been living on my own for 2 years. I thought I was fucking a man. I was running around being an idiot, doing all sorts of cocking up all sorts of things. And man, like you've got many, many, many years ahead of you to worry about girls and stuff. And but what you do have is an opportunity to make yourself the best version of yourself really early. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that as a concept until relatively recently. So you, right now, you could just fucking hit the gym, you could hit the books, you could hit the YouTube, and you could make yourself into the ultimate Domin Kalan, right? And then you'll be just beating girls off with a stick because, like, you'll be so awesome. You'll just be walking around, and they'll be like, who the fuck is that? Amazing, magnificent example of fucking manhood. Who is that beast? Who is that fucking Adonis? Who is that god? And then, then it'll be very easy for you to isolate who the right woman for you is. So, yeah, just don't worry about women and worry about making you the best you possibly can. And you could do that really quick, man. Like, you right now versus you in 4 months is a completely different beast if you apply yourself, like, starting right today, starting right now in 4 months, right? You could be an absolutely incredible version of the potential of you. You really could if you just start right now and just apply yourself every day, consistently. Don't be distracted by anything and just fucking do it. Promise you. And by the time you're 20, holy shit, you could be unbeatable. I had no idea about this at that point in my life. I really, honestly, only relatively recently even understood that as a concept. And if I had a time machine, if I went back and told Don what the secrets that I know now, little Don would fucking run the world. Oh my god, it would be terrifying. It's a good job I don't have a time machine, because that motherfucker might go evil and just fucking destroy. Holy shit. Now I'm a bit worried of telling you. So yeah, anyway, go forth and be mighty, you bad motherfucker. I think you can do it. Come back here and join the Discord. The Discord, there's a channel called The Path, and there's a bunch of bad motherfuckers on there, and they'll hold you accountable and help you along the path. So you'll be like, all right, I'm Doman Kalan, and I want to be the best version of myself, and I'm trying to do this, that, and the other, and I'm going to do this, and in 4 months, like, I'm going to be here, right? And they will help you. They'll hold you accountable, and you'll check in every day, and you'll talk to them, and they'll be like, have you done this? And you'll be like, yeah, and it'll be cool, man. There's a bunch of people out there. They're going to help you. It's a beautiful fucking thing. All right? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with you, man. I'm excited. All right? So let's fucking go. Yeah. What is your best actionable advice for improving discipline, productivity for highly creative, easily distracted, passionate young people who want to make an impact on the world but are constantly bouncing from idea to idea? It's the same fucking thing, man. Pick a thing and stick to it. Pick a thing, 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 stick to it. Stop fucking around. Just do it. Boom. And yeah, people will help you. One thing I do is, like, if I tell people I'm going to do a thing, and then I'll have to fucking do it, because I don't want to let everyone down. So say, okay, announce, I am Topher Snowman, and I am improving discipline, productivity, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw 1 picture a day, or I'm going to have this record done, or whatever it is, and just fucking do it. Do it. All right? Set yourself targets, hit them. Set yourself ridiculous targets, hit them. So Peppers, a doctor in mathematical physics and an open format DJ walk into a bar. There must be some kind of punchline to that. Will you be lending your musical talent to an Akira project, Mr. Weinstein? Well, he's not here, but I can answer yes. Yes is the answer. Yes is the answer. The answer is yes. So that's all I've got to say on that. Yo, we were writing a song yesterday here's the thing. So afterwards we went for dinner. He's like, oh, let's go for dinner. So I went to my favorite steak place, and they weren't serving. And I said to them, all right, what do you recommend that's good? They said, oh, this one place around the corner. We went there, sat down, got the menu. But by the time it was too late, we were like, hang on, this is I realized it was a vegan restaurant. What the hell? Anyway, we started writing a song in there, though. That was good. He's got lots of great ideas, that man, I must say. Lots of great ideas. Very, very talented. He was trying to explain math to me, some math thing. He was like drawing me an equation. I didn't understand it at all. But one day I will. Node in a Network says, can I sample the part of your Genesis release where JBP says you're a node in a network and use it as an intro, outro for my channel? Yeah, of course you can. Drop us a link in the bio or whatever, you know. Yeah, of course you can. Anyone who wants to use anything of me, yeah, just do it and put a credit, and that's cool. Appreciate you. You know, spread the meme, as Terence McKenna said. Spread that meme. Spread the meme. Alec Nino says, where do you think we'll derive a sense of community from in the future, in the near future? A sense of community in the near future. Well, I think here. We're doing it right now. We will derive a sense of community from our shared interest in transcending and achieving the potential of the species. I feel that's what we're doing here. I think it's very cool. I'm very proud to be a part of it. Yeah. Thomas David says, what's your rules for life? How to live a meaningful life? Find the meaning. Find what's meaningful to you and base your whole life around that. Do that. Is it your family? Is it your art? Is it the cultivation of livestock? Is it the preservation of a particular plant species? Find the meaning. Build your life around it. Life is wonderful and magical. Pay attention to synchronicity, by the way. I have to keep reminding people on that, because everyone does it. Everyone I talk to will be like, oh, I had a crazy synchronicity the other day. And then it's like, oh, no. Focus on that. Focus on that. Pay attention to that. What was it? What were you doing? Keep focusing on that. Keep paying attention to that. Synchronicity is the signposts on the route to meaning, and the manifestation of glory. Yes. Okay. Laureen Bonavista, I'm looking forward to your intellectual dark wave coming out soon, I hope. Yes, you're right. Soon. No hope. Real shit. So yeah, good. I'm glad. Okay, let's quickly have a look at the chat. What up, you guys? Western enlightenment is different than Buddhist enlightenment. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why I'm looking at things from lots of different perspectives with this meaning wave stuff, because there's the truth. The truth is not the two-dimensional, the three-dimensional wallet is not the truth. That's one thing that we see. There are many, many more dimensions which we do not see. Okay, so we're trying to look at things from many, many angles. It's not just a square. It's not just a cube. It's a fucking infinite dimensional God thing. Sexy, shiny God thing. That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of here. That's what we're trying to get in touch with. That's what we're trying to look at. Yes, yes, yes. What up, Paul Seeger? What up, Rock Ancestor? What up, everyone who's been in the chat? I really appreciate all of you. I always do. Not Your Problem says, do something with Scott Adams, maybe? You know, I already did. Did you know I already did? I already did. And if you look on my channel, you can see it. And you can also see a video where Scott Adams watches it and plays it to his followers on his Periscope. And yeah, we're in touch. We're in touch, so that's nice. That means, by the way, I'm one phone call away from the President of the United States of America. Isn't that funny? Yes. Yeah. As someone... Okay, I'll answer one more question, then we'll get out of here. Armand says, as someone throwing himself into his own wave, what is the most difficult challenge for staying on the wave? I can anticipate. Do you ever get tired of the idea, the voices of doubt plague you? All right. Well, as for those voices, everyone gets voices. And what you do, this is part of what I've been trying to teach Hercules. You are not your thoughts. You are that which observes your thoughts. So when you hear the voices, you can go, oh, listen to those stupid voices. And they're probably not you. They're probably some programming from somewhere else, something someone else said. They're not you. So you can listen and you can go, hey, voices, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, voices. That's one of my angels is Juicy J, by the way. Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia, and he says, shut the fuck up. And when I hear the voices, Juicy J, my Juicy J angel pops up on my shoulder and he goes, shut the fuck up. And he then says, yeah, ho, shut the fuck up. And that's those voices done. Out of there. And then I carry on carry on the path. Yes, I do. And the most difficult challenge for staying on the wave will be people trying to distract you, man. There'll be people trying to distract you. There'll be haters. There'll be fools. There'll be people, members of your own family, who the fact that you're up on that wave and they're not, that makes them feel uncomfortable about their position, not on the wave, and they'll try and fuck with you, man. They'll try and distract you. They'll try and throw shiny objects in front of your eyes to distract your vision and make you fall off the wave. Some of those motherfuckers will throw bricks at you. There'll be bricks. All right? All of that will occur. But guess what? The greatest sabotage potential will come from within you. From within you, right? And that chorus of annoying motherfuckers, like stupid voices trying to fuck with you, there'll be a bunch of those motherfuckers within you, things that have wormed their way into you over the years. Little bad things, little viruses, little creatures that have wormed their way into you over the years, right? And they'll start coming out. They'll be like, what the fuck? He's up on a wave. What's he doing on this wave? Get off. What the fuck? He's not supposed to be on a wave. He's supposed to be languishing in the pits of hell. That's what we like. That's what we like down there. That's the temperature that allows us, this creepy bacteria, to sort of, to thrive and breed. And what the fuck? He's up on top of a wave. This is bad for us. And they'll start dying and shit. And they'll start fucking with you, man. They'll try and start planting things in you and ideas in you and shit to make you fuck up yourself. to make you destroy yourself, to make you voluntarily just throw yourself from the wave. Go, hang on, I shouldn't even be on this wave. I don't deserve to be on this wave. This is not my wave. No! So, yo, watch out for those motherfuckers. And, you know, just give them the shut the fuck up. Give them the Juicy J. Shut the fuck up! Just hit them with that, and they'll just die. Pum, 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 pum. Keep smacking them with that, man, and, like, eventually you'll burn all those hoes off, and they'll be dead, and they'll be gone. And there'll be no more of them, and you'll be lighter. You'll be fizzy and buoyant. And you'll just stay up on that wave, and you'll be like, damn, it's nice up here. Look at this beautiful view. Ah, righteous. And you'll be like, oh, what, hang on, I'm on a wave. How can I eat? And you'll be like, oh, there's a fish. It just appeared. Oh, nice. Thanks. And, yeah, so that's what you'll do. So, yeah, thank you for being here. I've been Akira the Don. Yes, I have. Not your problem. Thank you for the super chat. It says, do something with Trump, please. Ha, 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 ha. Yo, well, like I said, I'm one phone call away from that motherfucker, so maybe we'll hang out. Maybe we'll hang out and you know, do a song. You don't know, man. It's a crazy world out there. This timeline's fucking bonkers. This timeline is bonkers. Anything can and will happen. Shouts out to Tower One Power, my fucking day one. This motherfucker was there back in the day when I was doing the Doncast in my bedroom in London. That's what's up. So, yeah, shouts out to all my day ones, day twos, day threes, day fours. Shouts out if you just joined us yesterday. Yo, this is a beautiful, beautiful day to be alive. We're at the peak of human civilization. And things can only get better. That's real shit. That's real shit. What up, Instagram? It's been nice having you guys hanging around. Yeah. Maybe I should address you guys, like, personally. Maybe I should do a separate Instagram stream where I'm actually talking to you rather than talking to YouTube and you guys are an afterthought. No one wants to be an afterthought. Who wants to be an afterthought? Not me. I want to be your number one, baby. I want to be your number one. Yeah. Christopher Hitchens, when? Christopher Hitchens. I've been working on Christopher Hitchens a while. Do you know what? Christopher Hitchens is difficult because every time I start working on it, it makes me cry. Then I have to stop because I'm crying. Anyway, yeah. Cheers, bruh. Asa Akira is underrated as fuck. Is she? I thought she was award-winning. Award-winning Asa Akira, who follows me on Twitter, by the way. Shouts out to her. And, oh yeah, shouts out to Bad Barbie, baby, Cash Me Outside Girl. She follows me on Twitter as well. And I saw her at Shake Shack the other day, getting mobbed by 5-year-olds. And she was so nice to those 5-year-olds, right? So, yeah, if you find yourself getting mobbed by a 5-year-old, if you have the same grace as Bad Baby Cash Me Outside Danielle Bregoli has, then you know, that's the right thing, and I'm proud of you. Just remember that. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I hope that you're as proud as I am. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I hope that you are proud of you too. Yeah.